So how important is it to have your shirt with your name, brand, logo, with your van, with the proper decals? I did have it wrapped at once. And to have hats, sweaters, pins, and all this other stuff that you can use to promote your brand and business name. I'm Oscar with DetailGroup.co, or help you start and grow your detailing business. If you want more information, check the description down below. But in this video, I'll give you my personal take on the impact it's had on having my branding, my logo, my slogan, my website, my phone number on different parts of my business. So starting off with the shirt, as you can see, it says R3 Auto Detailing. That's my Houston local-based car detailing business. Here's the back side. It says R3 Auto Detailing, and it has my website on it, r3detailing.com. It's a little faded here, no biggie. And here's the front shirt. If you can't see it here, it's right here. So the impact that it's had with shirts. Okay, so I got these pretty early on. I think I got about 10 shirts or so for about 200 buckaroos for just the actual print shop to print these out on these shirts. I forgot the quality, I forgot the type of print, but it has been holding up pretty well for 2, 3, 4 years now, 2, 3 years. And so the impact that it's had. So when you start off your business, you want to have uniforms, you want to look professional, you think that's what's needed to be a professional business. But when I started off, I did just have a normal dry fit t-shirt that you get like Academy or any sporting shirts. It was just a basic shirt with like maybe jeans or shorts and shoes, right? So in the beginning, and once I got these shirts, there wasn't really any difference in terms of how the customer perceived me in terms of professionalism. Because if you think just wearing a shirt or a uniform is gonna make or break the detailing experience, then it's pretty wrong. Because before they even see you and what you're gonna wear in your van, the first thing they're gonna do is look at your website, give you a call, talk to you over the phone. So now they can judge you on how do you present yourself on your website, how you pick up the phone, the type of tone you use while you talk to them. They can already develop a sense of who you are and how they're gonna react to you before they even talk to you and before they even see you. So the shirt in itself made no difference. So if you pick up the phone and you're saying, hey, this is whatever with detailing, how can I help you? Or if you're just saying like, hey, how can I help you? And like you're not, your customer service skills aren't to the best, then already they're like, okay, do I want to talk to this guy? Is this a detailer? Is he gonna actually take care of my car? Does he know what he's doing? So they're already judging you based off how you pick up the phone. So then once you actually get there, they're gonna confirm, okay, I like this guy, I don't like this guy or gal, and he's professional or he's not professional. So did you show up on time? That in itself is gonna create another judgment factor on you. And when you got there, how did you present yourself? So wearing the shirt in itself is not gonna make a big difference. So even if I had this, or even if I just had a normal black shirt on with nothing on it, a white shirt, a gray shirt, what have you, it'll make no difference in terms of professionalism towards the customer. Because like I said, they already had 5 to 10 other judgment factors that they can base off of how they're gonna judge you and how your professionalism is before they even see you. So this shirt in itself, to have your brand and name, logo, and all that good stuff, makes no difference in my opinion, based off of experience. Where if I pick up the phone and within the first ring, if I tell them I'm gonna get back to them in 5 minutes and I call them back in 5 minutes, if I tell them that, if they send me a text or email and I reply within 5 minutes, if I give them all the information they absolutely need, if I tell them that it's okay, I can jump through hurdles to get to you, they're already gonna like me or have a favored bias towards me before they even see me. And when I get there and I'm on it with customer service, and by the time I get there and they see that I'm just wearing a normal white t-shirt or a black t-shirt or just a plain Jane t-shirt, then it's not gonna matter to them. Because there's been so many other things that I've been doing well that when they get to me, they're like, oh look, it's Oscar, he's professional, he's cool, he's responsive, he actually enjoys talking to me. Like, I like him already. In terms of like, I just get there and I'm wearing a nice shirt, it makes no difference. So yeah, as far as t-shirts, is that something you should be looking into? Yeah, possibly if the funds are available. I mean, yeah, it adds a level of professionalism, of course. But is it essential? Does it make a big enough impact where if you don't have shirts, your business isn't going to be as successful, or you're not going to make, you're not going to bring in customers, or customers are not going to like you because you're not wearing a t-shirt with your name and logo on it? Not at all. Now, next thing is my mobile rig. Now, at one point, I did have decals on it that said the same thing here, R3 Auto Detailing, Proper Car Care, my phone number, my website. The only thing that's lasted is this, just because it started to crack around the corner, so I took it off. But yeah, so the same thing with there. I've read online, which is why I really wanted to get it decaled, is that I read other detailers where they... So I remember reading on the detailing forums about some detailers wrapping up their vans and then them getting a lot of calls because it's wrapped and they're driving around. So I did that in the high hopes of getting a lot more calls as well, because my van is wrapped, people can see me, we should be good to go. And unfortunately, in my experience, I got 0 calls and 0 customers from having my van wrapped. So again, in my experience, it didn't help me much. Maybe that's because the area I was driving in, but I was kind of driving around area everywhere. So I don't know. I wouldn't see that as a reason for not getting calls. I also, maybe because I have a smaller van, it wasn't like a big van like most other detailers have. Maybe that was a factor. But then again, other people have smaller vans, they get calls. I don't know, whatever it may be. But in my experience, I got no calls, so I can only share down to you that it didn't work for me. So maybe it might work for you, maybe it won't. But in my experience, it didn't. But when I first started, I detailed out of a wagon, out of a 2003 Toyota Matrix XRS. It was blue, it was lowered, it had a black carbon fiber hood, it had aftermarket wheels, and customers did not care what I drove in. They just wanted their car detailed. So if you think you need a van, branded van to get you going, no. If you have a truck, that's even great. But if you have a sedan, a coupe, whatever it is, just start with that, because I am telling you, customers do not care. Because as long as you're professional from start to finish, your vehicle isn't the most important thing to them. They don't care if you bring your tools, your skills in a van, a coupe, a sedan, a van, a truck, a monster van. It doesn't matter to them, because again, you're the professional. You know what you're doing. You have the experience to help them solve their problem. So they're not gonna say, well, he knows what he's doing, but he came in a sedan instead of a van. That's not gonna happen. So if you're worried or self-conscious, or you don't think it's professional to show up in your personal car, it's absolutely okay. I have never had a customer complain about that, about not having a generator, or a water, or a logo, a shirt, or a van with my logo on it. I've never had any of that, because again, they have a problem. You have the solution to that problem. You have the experience to get it done. They're willing to pay you money. End of story. Now, if you have those customers that are saying, that are clearly judging you, or giving you those remarks of like, oh, you're not in a van, you're not professional, you don't have, you're not in uniform, then, I mean, maybe that's not a customer you even want to go with. Maybe they're going to cause a lot of headaches. But again, if they're even paying you for your services and they're still complaining, what's the big deal? I mean, you're gonna have customers that complain all the time. It's okay. Not every customer you get is gonna be a happy, jolly customer that absolutely loves you every single time. I mean, it's business. You gotta get that straight. You have customers that will give you headaches. That's a part of business. Now, as far as goodie bags, pins, flashlights, all these little things you can give your customers, I've never done that. I probably would never do that. Not because I don't like it. It's just I don't think that's an effective thing to do. Again, once the details over, leave them a goodie bag with like maybe a spray bottle, like a 16-ounce spray bottle or something, or a towel of some sort. Maybe in the future I'll do that, but as of now I don't. I see other detailers doing that. And again, you have to be kind of selective, because that is a cost that it costs you money to do that. So you might not want to do it on every customer you service. Maybe on a package service that's over $500, $600, $700, $800, or they get a full paint correction, or they get a full interior cleaning, what have you. But you can't do that on every customer unless you can afford that cost. But I personally haven't done that. It's a great little benefit to them. It kind of gives them a nice farewell treat, just like the dentist gives you the goodie bag of toothpaste, floss, and all the good stuff, just to leave you with something to keep you going and to show you that they appreciate you and give you that little sense of care after your service. So that's something you can look into. I personally haven't. I probably won't for a good while, but again, that's always something you can try and see what the benefit of that is. But amongst everything, your primary focus when you're detailing customers, when you're detailing their vehicles, is that you need to give them the best customer experience ever. So if you don't have the best detailing skills, if your skills are a bit subpar, which is absolutely okay, I'm telling you, because everyone starts from somewhere. You think my details from 4 years ago are the same from now? Absolutely not. So it's okay to start from, if you're not the best, that's okay. If you don't have, your shirt, if you don't have a van, if you don't have a company cell phone number, if you don't have a website, above all of that, no matter what you do have or don't have, you have to give the customer the best experience possible. And what that means is that if you have to make them happy, you have to make them absolutely satisfied with your service, because overall, if whether you do or you don't have whatever needs you want, whatever items you have, they're gonna leave with a good experience or a bad experience. They expect a good experience. Every business you go to, you expect them to give you great service. You don't, that's your expectations. You hold them very high. So if you go into a restaurant with great customer service, that's good. That's what you expected. That's why would I want anything less than that? If you go in there and get terrible customer service and you have a terrible experience at the restaurant, you will leave them a bad review more so than a good review, because you expect a good experience. So you're gonna That's what you expect. That's what you want. That's why would a business not give me great experience? Because I'm giving them money. Now, if they give you if you give them a bad experience, they're more willing to leave you a bad review and tell their friends that you're a bad detailer and a bad business. So, amongst all, you have to give them a great customer experience. You have to pick up the phone quick. You have to be prompt with your responses. You have to be honest. You have to be honest and forthcoming with anything that they're asking you. You have to give them as much information as they want. You have to walk them through the detail. Tell them what to expect. Make sure you handle their expectations between what they think is going to happen and what the results you may actually get. You have to handle all of that and give them a amazing customer experience so they can refer you to their friends and family members and leave you a good review. Because again, if you give them a bad experience, even if you have the van, the branding, the shirt, the supplies and all that, but you give them a bad experience, none of that matters. So hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment down below on your thoughts on this video. Like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.